Hey guys, welcome back to Kirby Deluxe. In today's episode, we're going to be starting the last world in the game, Royal Road, otherwise known as the longest level in the game.
Oh,
I was just gonna say right now, it's just like, I think this is the castle. Yeah, this is that one level where you have to find a bunch of fairies. And you have like alternate branching pathways.
Yeah, they've been doing this a lot in recent Kirby games. Like Robobot did this too, where you get to this penultimate level and it takes you forever to go through.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to remember. Did they do the same thing with Return to Dreamland, or did they kind of?
Well, they had that one level where you went through with all the hyper transformation things. So that's probably the closest to
that's
it.
what I'm thinking of.
I don't think it was as long as some of these levels, but it felt like it took forever because of all the dang transformation cutscenes.
Nah, fair enough.
I couldn't remember like if it happened.
You just got stabbed through the stomach and nothing.
Yep,
happened.
I did. Kirby's like, I ignore your hurt box. Or I ignore my hurt box for a moment because I still have invincibility frames.
It's like from Dragon Ball Z, it's literally like what Majin Buu does. It just like shifts his body around and you see some sword go right through it because it doesn't exist anymore. Kirby can do the same thing.
I mean, Kirby pretty much is Nintendo's Majin Buu, whether we want to think so or not. So.
Oh, does that mean he's gonna get super slim at one point and then fall asleep for like a year?
I mean, there was that time that he got flattened. Does that count?
Well, we'll have to find a new person for the tournament then. Kirby's out.
And I mean, there was that one time in the anime where he turned into a giant kabuki.
Yeah, the anime is weird.
What? I forgot.
Like episode 101, the one that was in CG.
Oh yeah, the one on
For one appearance one of two appearances of Kabuki Kirby.
I hate how that anime is exclusive to the 3DS because if you don't have that system, you're not watching that episode.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, like nowadays, put on something else.
I forgot. I need to go download that on my 3DS just so I have it. So
yeah,
I
have it downloaded. People have done their best to record the video and put it online, but since it's an anime, copyright takedowns are galore. Like half the time the video's up, half the time it's gone.
I forgot that they did a 101 episode and it was exclusive to that crap. That's so dumb.
And it was only in Japanese as well. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my gosh, I miss the old Kirby anime though.
I got yeah, you go, Matt.
But yeah, we're fighting through legions of like, the army of bug people. You can see there's a bunch of like the variants of the bug enemies with like spear, and then there's like normal forms and whatnot. And you're fighting against the wind in this boss fight. I hate this, especially with the hammer.
Yeah, anytime in any game where you have to fight against wind currents, it's a pain to deal with.
Yeah, I was trying so hard not to accidentally run into him and take unnecessary damage. I've been doing that a lot.
Oh, but at least they had the Maxim Tomato at the top.
Yeah, although it's a little bit of a beginner's trap there, because if you're nowhere near the side of the screen by the time the fight's over, you probably won't notice there's a gap up there, and just walk right past it. I think I've done that on my first playthrough.
I've done that on my playthrough.
They do love to make those nice little subtle side roads.
Oh yeah, there's so many HAL rooms in these games. That's like the most subtle thing in Kirby.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Triple Deluxe actually has at least 2. I'm pretty sure.
Matthew, what are you doing? I felt so stupid after I did that. I was like, why did I not miss the obvious secret that was there?
It was too obvious. You thought it was too good to be true and just went right by it.
That's the truth. One hammer. One hammer.
Well, because it cost you your life. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It costed me my life.
Oh, Kirby.
I really just wish you could swallow in the air. Half your deaths could be avoided if you could just swallow powers in the air.
Yeah, I wish you could do that too. Like, that's always something that bothered me with the control scheme. Like, why can't Kirby swallow an air? I mean, if you really think about it, if you're falling and you have something in your mouth, you can still swallow it when you're falling.
Well, the Kirby already proves that point because he spits ball in the air, which takes just as much pressure. I'm
sitting here trying to unravel a secret. I couldn't remember where it was. That's why I sped this part up, because I couldn't. I was like, I was wasting so much time. There it is.
Yeah, and the secret is really just you blow air.
I didn't know if you could break the blocks with the air on those. I thought you had to use the... Oh, no.
Well, rest in peace.
You're a fucking idiot. This needs to stop. Now.
Yeah. Don't know why I went for sleep. That was obviously sleep, and I was like, oh, wait. Then I think when I recorded this, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was sleeping.
You wanted to sleep, so that's why you grabbed the power. But then you realized that wasn't for you. That was for Kirby.
I'm playing a game. I can't sleep. Kirby will have to sleep for me.
I think, yeah, if I remember correctly, I was like, oh, why did I do that? I don't understand what my thought process was when I did that.
Bye. And then there we go. I just love the way they can immediately fly through the top.
And it still shoots things when it's falling down, too. This is my favorite part.
I'm so mad myself. I will miss so much freaking treasure in this freaking level. I was like, gosh darn it. See, look, there's the golden one right down there, too, and I could have gotten it, but actually, I think I
think you can still go in the background. You just can't grab that treasure chest that fell down the pit.
I couldn't get that treasure chest. That's what I meant to say, sorry. But yeah, it's I missed so many treasure chests in this level. I don't know why I was so just like absent-minded when I recorded this part.
It's also a massively disorienting level, so after a certain point you just basically just feel exhausted and you're like, let's just go. Just get to the end and just be done with it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. World 6 in this game, it's basically like a third of Kirby Triple Deluxe. It's very long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the only level that really comes... I'm trying to think, the only other level of stupidly ridiculous length that comes close to this, I think, is the Ruins level in World 5 of Kirby Squeak Squad, which, in spite of the length of some levels in that game, is probably a solid 9-minute level in a game filled with 2-minute levels.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't remember it exactly, but I know you start in a room with about 5 doors. You go through all the doors, then you go through 2 boulder chase scenes, and then you come back to the first room with all the doors barred off except for one that keeps going. And again, that's me trying to remember from the last time I played, which was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to practice for that.
I need to play Squeak Squad. I haven't played that game.
It's okay. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as Amazing Mirror, but it's still pretty decent.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. We're gonna go back to the level I think at the end of the video, if I remember correctly, because I was like, I missed 2 freaking treasures on that.
That's fine, man. Like, it's Kirby. Treasure is bound to be convoluted and confusing.
Yeah. It's just like finding all the secret switches in Nightmare and Dreamland when you had to find all those hidden pathways.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to be fair, like, most of those are pretty obvious. Then you get to ones in, like, 5 or 6 that are kind of cryptic.
What was that one? Yeah, that one where you had to pretty much, unless you had Light Kirby, you weren't finding that door.
Or at least if you're playing on actual GBA. Nowadays, that's one of the easier ones, because if you're playing on backlit screen, you can see the door.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like back then.
I mean, heck, what about? I mean, heck, what about the path in the last level of Dark Castle in Dreamland 2 to get to the last rainbow drop?
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, vortexes, foreshadowing.
I'll fight this guy again. Gotta find Mr. Rattler Snake.
I mean, we are in Final World. Here comes Boss Rush. Although, this game handles it a little differently because it spaces out more, I think.
Yeah, which is a lot better in my opinion.
Yeah, because most of the other Kirby games, you fight boss, have tiny room, and then fight boss again. So it's it doesn't give you much time to heal and explore the levels because there's not much to explore.
I mean, also it's a case of before this, a lot of the other Kirby games mostly relegated boss rush just to the separate boss endurance, whereas Triple Deluxe, I think, it feels like it's one of the first that actually does a world boss rush. Because even Return to Dreamland mostly did the traditional mini-boss rush, and then just left the main bosses for boss endurance and extra mode.
I do like how the Kirby games, in a way, still have... I complained a lot about the arena mode in previous Kirby games, but man, I am thankful that that mode exists because I do like boss rush mode in a lot of videos. Oh yeah. And I'm thankful stuff like that exists.
Yeah, and it's all optional too. Like, you never get anything from it. The only thing I can think of is actually from Star Allies, where if you clear all the arenas, you get a new skin for Kirby. That's it. All the other Kirby games, you really don't get anything once you beat them. You more or less just get bragging rights and soundtracks.
To be fair, Superstar Ultra does have 3 different variants of Arena, and each one goes towards further 100% completion, with True Arena being optional unless you want the blooper reel.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I mean, because, Ultra is like the one exception, just because of how they use the Arena mode, the original one, just to unlock extra games.
And to be fair, I did go through Help of the Hero as all of the helpers. That was an ordeal.
Yeah. It's very time-consuming, to say the least.
Yeah. Worst one was probably Wheelie.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine that being a problem. The only way that power is good... The only way that's good in boss fights is if you're playing 2-player and just do, like, the jump trick. And that's in the Super Nintendo version. I don't even think that works in DS.
Yeah.
Amber said, "Don't remind me, Lester." Because you remember you guys did that in your Let's Play a long time here.
I'm trying to remember specifics. I'm just thinking of the broken. You literally jump off wheel and it one-shots all bosses.
Yeah, because it had the same second-player functionality that the Starship has, where massive shooting of everything and breaking the game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, I beat I'm trying to remember, Planet Robobot's Arena, and my goodness, I had to use Amiibo on that one.
Yeah, Robobot kind of started the trend of, hey, we have Amiibo support with this game, and let's just crank up our True Arenas by like 10 plus. Like, they made it so much harder.
You said that as if the True Arena wasn't already hard to begin
I know, that's the problem. Like, I'm saying it that way, but I know, it's already hard. So they made it worse. Just because you can heal with Amiibo. I think, honestly, the worst one was probably Robobot, because, like, one of the fights takes you 10 minutes. It's an off.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta fight the final boss in a freaking Star Fox type of gameplay. And just like, okay, alright, we're just gonna, just have that go on during the middle of the boss fight, or during the boss fight.
You see, when I first played that, I loved that final boss, and then when you get the True Arena, I have to do it, like, for the 18th time, I started to hate it. It's not good for an arena fight.
No, it's not. I guess I'm gonna be whipping these enemies into shape. All these switches, all these damn switches trying to open up doors.
Yep.
And we're gonna fight Krakow again. I do like how in later games, though, like, especially with this series, like they reuse, like, yeah, they reuse some of the bosses, but like the way that they reuse some of the bosses is like, here, you're gonna fight this boss from this game. You remember this game and this boss? I don't know. that it does that to like pull on the nostalgia on the past previous Kirby games.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that a lot of the newer ones, they do it pretty subtly too, because like they'll start off with like a basic fight how they were in the older games, and then they have a completely radical second phase. So it's not the same fight. It's something completely new. I like that touch the most. Because if you're just fighting Krakow 1-to-1 like how it was in the Game Boy game, then that'd be kind of old because we've seen him so many times. But then, you know, the whole I'm going to be in the background doing all this new stuff, that makes him feel different.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like one thing in like particular that I remember is there's a boss in Planet Robobot, and it's like the computer program one, and he brings up like Radley Coiler. Or Coil Rattler.
Yeah.
In the boss fight. I'm like, oh, that's the boss from Triple Deluxe. I wasn't expecting him to be here.
Yeah, it's like with certain bosses you don't expect to come back in the Kirby series. It pulls a lot of bosses that no one would expect. It has its tropes like Krakow and Wispy, but then it does a lot of interesting bosses too.
Yeah, still waiting for Heavy Mole to come back, considering his only other appearance is going to be Avalanche.
I mean, no one's expected, like, what, like the one form of, like, Meta Knight that was in a magazine, that was it, in Star Allies? Like, no one expected that.
The butterfly form from Star...
No one expected that subtle reference.
They called it Morpho Knight, I think that's what they called it.
It was something like that, yeah.
It was Beta Meta Knight, I remember that. I like the little throwbacks of this, because, you know, they know the series, the people who made the games know that the people that play these games have played pretty much all the games in the series, so they get all these little callbacks back from when they played the other games and stuff like that. I don't know. I think people bash nostalgia pandering a lot, but to me, I have always embraced nostalgia because that's what I like in my video games sometimes.
I think it just depends on how they do it. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's done well, it's great. If, you know, it's the 14th iteration of Green Hill Zone...
Yeah, then we got a problem.
That's its 14th iteration got going for it.
Okay, that's fine, I understand that.
Yeah.
But, like, I think one of the... What was it, like, in Star Allies is, like extra DLC stuff that they got. What was that mode called?
Oh, what, like the friend mode thing?
Yeah, the one that the last one that we got, the one that it was like an extra like addition to the story.
Oh yeah, like I don't know why I want to say friend stand, but that's Shantae. That was like the Vortex thing. You get to play as all the different helpers from all like the DLC ones, like Return to Dreamland, the Dreamland 3 friends, stuff like that.
Yeah. I remember, like, if you beat, like, that... I think when they added that portion of the DLC, I think they added the extra bosses to the true arena. And if you beat that, you unlocked, like, Kirby's GBA face.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. Yes. It was like the original, like, NES face. Like, NES one. Game Boy sprite. It was... Honestly, it really clashes. It really clashes with the art style in the game. But I love it.
But I think that's just a really cool reward to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, like we've been given a monochrome or white skin for Kirby all over the place, and then people are just like, "Oh yeah, he used to have whiskers." I used to think he was a cat because I mean, his hands were up near the top of his head on the original Dreamland box art, so I thought he was a cat.
Alright, so this level...
the secret's out.
If the last level was pretty much a boss rush mode, this level is literally like reusing a lot of Hypernova's puzzles, like from the previous levels.
Yeah, you get like one level that's boss rush and one level that's Hypernova rush.
Yeah.
Because this is pretty much the whole level is power.
Yeah.
I do like how this level is done, it's so fun.
I just like Hypernova in general. I always liked it. It's a pretty cool little boat. Pretty cool little power-up.
It fits Kirby so well.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is his native ability, sucking. So let's just make it 1,000,000 times stronger.
Suckage. The power of sucking.
The only context where people can say Kirby sucks and it's not an insult.
Exactly.
Alright, so we gotta guide this snowman. And not only that, we got snake blocks.
Yeah, so you can't go too fast, but you can't take too long to move the head.
Now, I gotta remember, I can't mix up the heads again. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Let's clear out the path first before we go and, you know, move our snow lady.
Yeah, the worst
Not
part about this
melted
one is they throw
time.
fire in here too, yeah, so
Yeah.
you have to wait, but then you have this fire on top of you, so you can't wait on top of the fire.
It's just gotta inch my way up this way.
And then they
Now
do
I
this
gotta-
crap, where they make you
Now I
do
gotta
two
do
bits
two
at once.
of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Like, you really have no room for error here. You make one wrong move, and then the female head falls.
Yeah. You can't really screw this up. I can't screw it up, man. Alright. So, man's head
I was
first.
gonna say, there's no way to screw this up. If you find a way to put the female head on first, I'd be very concerned. Like, how did you do this?
Yeah.
Did you kill the man first?
Yeah,
You sacrificed the man?
Kirby evaluating the situation, having a Professor Oak moment. Now, are you a boy or a girl?
Yay! Got the sunstone. I didn't screw it out this time.
It's fine.
This time. Give me 5 more minutes and I'll screw up again.
Say, did we get them all? Probably not. The only problem I have with this level is that it's a cool idea, but this Hypernova thing gets old real fast. It loops after
Yeah,
like a
it's
minute.
like the same loop over like 30-second loop and then it goes back.
Look how you just cut. You're like, we've done this, we've done this.
Yeah, I just cut there. I was like, well. Now we gotta do all these fake doors. Fakers. I think this is a real door. Yeah, because it had a ghost
Yeah.
right to it.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Hotel sign.
Well, there will be like real doors that'll just loop around. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So you have to still find the right one after you go through it, because it's a fake
Yeah.
door and then it's a misleading door.
Bringing back Milky Way wishes flashbacks.
Finding all these fake doors is giving me Luigi's Mansion flashbacks.
No, if that's the case, let's just set them on fire. That'll work.
Matthew, what the hell?
I don't know what you
yeah,
were
don't
thinking.
you give me 5 more minutes.
Wow, Kirby, that really sucked.
I just said fudge it, and I just, you know, find the real door.
This is just gonna become. This is just gonna.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Like, oh, I'm so hungry, I can eat my plates. Don't mind the pit. It's fine.
I told you guys. This is like the worst video on YouTube. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's one of the worst videos I've ever done.
Okay, so if that's the case, let's just take a picture of yourself reacting really hard. I'm gonna get. You already have the title of the game, so 1/3 of the way there. Just put a gigantic arrow pointing it right at Kirby's mouth. And now it's the perfect.
So
video.
basically the video title is gonna be like, "Wow, Kirby, you suck."
It's like worst
It's a
video
Hypernova
on
episode.
YouTube.
This is the Hypernova episode, but tish.
Well, Lester, you just gave me an idea for this episode's thumbnail, so.
So this is our final playthrough, because after this I'm deleting the channel. Gotta delete the evidence. Gotta delete the evidence of the terrible thumbnails.
Okay, Lester, you know what? One of my, like, the stupidest thumbnails I've ever seen on, like, YouTube and stuff is, like, stuff you missed, like, things you missed in like, Avengers Endgame trailer. And it's, like, literally like an arrow pointing to a cloud. Like...
No, the arrow ones are always the worst, because half the time they're pointing at things that make no sense.
I'm like, I missed that cloud? Okay. I'm just like...
So things you missed. Arrow, elbow conveniently near the arrow. I didn't realize your elbow was in this trailer. What do you want?
I mean, I joke went around. I don't know what trailer it was, but just like some movie or game thing came out, and then it was just a picture of like, this is all the people reacting to it and doing their analysis, and like 10 arrows all pointing to each other.
Have a big ol' like you gotta have a reaction video of Kirby on one end, myself on the other, big old gas face on my other. Just common YouTube like, oh, reaction theme. Oh, gosh. I still can't, like, I don't know. That stuff floods my sub blocks way too much.
That, and for some random reason for me, as of late, I've been getting flooded with Spanish videos. Like, why? I've never watched a single video in this language. Why am I getting half my recommendations in Spanish?
Oh, no. The worst one is advertisements for children channels. And then the worst part is then when those videos, like children's educational videos, for some weird reason, and then the weird part is those videos become full-blown 2-minute long ads in the middle of other videos.
Oh my god.
Why? I don't need to learn how to count to 10. I'm pretty sure I've learnt that.
Okay, let's count to 10. 1, here's an ad. 2, here's another ad. Count how many ads.
Oh, I don't like when YouTube does those things. Like, I don't like it when content creators just like they spice up
ad
the
for
video right in the middle.
Yeah, those are always the most cringy. My favorite are when it's like this ad playing for a video where you have this high octane music, and then it cuts to a kid just whispering his mic, like, "Oh, welcome back to some Minecraft. Please watch my video." Like, what? You paid for this?
Or, you know, like the heavy guitar riffs, and it's just like you're playing a slot machine. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like the ad itself. It blasts loud music, and then you have like some stupid quiet kid in the background. Like, dude.
I'm sorry, but the combination of
money.
It's just like I'm sorry. Explain to me again the correlation between Metallica and chess.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this reminds me of the old days of Movie Maker videos. Yeah, like it reminds me of that episode of Scott the Woz, you know, the Tinder episode.
Yeah, where the ending just cut to a terrible Windows Movie Maker presentation to poke fun at that scene.
What did I do, man?
Don't jump into the fire. What are you doing? Just pull the switch. Pull the switch. You pull the switch, it'll shut.
I did it the hard way, okay?
I got it.
Kirby, you could just pull the switch, but no pain, no gain. You know that's just an expression. You don't actually have to hurt yourself.
Kirby, I've made the pun so many times now. I'm not gonna make it again.
I'm such an idiot, Lester. I told you, there's worse video on YouTube, man. I was like half asleep when I recorded this episode. I don't know what's going on with me. I literally, when I edited this, I was like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
Now you see, if I was the one recording this for the channel, I would just look at this and like, what the hell am I doing? Start over, delete the footage. No evidence.
But I figured it'd be a good laugh for us to have, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Foreshadowing!
I know it's supposed to look like a statue of like one of her soldiers or something, but that just looks like the derpiest looking dude.
Yeah, it does. It was a trap all along! Well, it's a statue of Bucky? What? Kirby,
Kirby, we kind of need that. There we go.
It's a good thing Kirby doesn't have teeth. Otherwise, that would have been a problem. It would have shooed the door off.
Wait, does Kirby? Kirby doesn't have any teeth.
No, he's a baby, so he has no teeth.
Yeah, why did that just make me think of just the scene in the Halberd and something about Kirby Superstar, where he just goes, "Meow!"
And
I
there
will
we
not
go.
hesitate to find you, Kirby. Yeah.
Now we got to stage 4, but I think I go back and
Yeah, you're going back.
Yeah, I go back and get the other ones. Alright, let's try this again. I'm going to not forget about this little crevice right here. I don't know why I missed this one. This one was kind of like a freebie almost.
It's all good, Matt. Tired Matt was tired.
Like I said, worst video on YouTube. Gonna have big old clickbait video title on this.
Is Kirby a masochist?
Oh my gosh.
If you want to go really clickbait, you just go, is Kirby trans?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Don't get me started on that one.
Box here, why don't we?
Don't get me started on that one. Why that's
Instruction
a
manual says he's a he. He's constantly listed as a he. Also, he's a baby. Also, what?
Also, who cares? Just play the damn game.
More than okay.
Screwed up.
Like, if that was to be the video title, the description should literally be a 4-second video. It's like, even if he was, what does it matter?
Oh, if we
it
could
doesn't make the game any easier.
If we could put GIFs in the
description,
description,
doesn't make the game any harder or easier.
If we could just put GIFs in the description, we just have like a surprise guy looking at the screen, going, "What the hell?" If only.
What was it? Blink, guy, blinking guy. There you go, blinking guy.
That also works.
Yeah.
I was thinking like the John Travolta look around, like what?
Yeah, that one too.
The bread.
There, finally got that one.
Just the baffled, stunned, speechless bread.
Alright, time for redemption. Get this one before you destroy the other one. If I can keep Spear long enough. Alright. Bye, Mr. Robot Man. Or Cannon Man. Alright. Time to get these last sunstones. My goodness.
It's all good, Kirby. It's all good. He has not had a good day, huh?
No. The day Matthew had a very bad day recording. Let's say he almost had to just restart this whole freaking recording session.
Oh, it's hard to because it's one of those autosave games where you make one little change and boom, now the whole thing is messed up. Can't go back.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that so much. Recording has made me hate the autosave features so freaking much.
Yeah, well, it makes me more or less hate when they don't have like a separate save system in the game and no way to copy it. It's like, well, this makes my job harder if I screw up. Better not screw up.
Yep. Better do it good once, I guess.
Better get good.
Mm-hmm.